Hey everybody, Game Guy here. As you can probably hear, my voice is, it's not doing good. I'm pretty sick right now, and I recorded my Fortnite commentary, when the season came out last Friday, and I haven't gotten around to editing it, and I don't think I will. Just out of the disdain to go through and edit all the parts out. But what I can do is release to you a week later my thoughts on Fortnite OG. Instead of just like moments of me and my friends playing it, I thought I would give you kind of my thoughts on it in general right now, a week into the game. So here we go. I apologize. My voice right now, you can kind of tell that I'm struggling to talk, and I'm going to be cutting a lot of coughs out, like right now. In general, people thought it was going to be like completely like the old island, like it was going to be the old graphics, the old sounds, the old GUI, the old lighting. That's not what we got. Basically, we just got the island in general. We still have the lighting, we still have the GUI, we still have all that, which I was kind of annoyed at first on the first day, but honestly now, a week later, the lighting looks so much better than the old lighting. This new island looks, the old island looks gorgeous with the new lighting. It looks amazing with this lighting. And second of all, the GUI I don't really care about. It would be pretty cool to see, but the fact that they put it in doesn't really matter. Shields didn't spawn that commonly the first couple days that the season was out, but that was since patched. And like every season, like right when it started, there was a shit ton of sweats, so I kind of had to deal with that. A lot of other people had to, but now it's fallen. The player count has kind of fallen down to like, I'd say 1 million to 2 million a day, so which is still astronomically big, and Fortnite should be glad for it. That they finally can get back. Apparently, from a tweet, they said that they peaked in general their player count over the past couple of days, especially on Friday. Not just in this chapter or this year, no, in general, the entirety of Fortnite. I think they had like 44 million players at one time, and that might be an under exaggeration. We'll probably have it up on the screen right now. Yeah, if that isn't a tall sign to see that people are glad to see this island's back, I sure hope that Epic sees this as like their sign that if they can just bring the island or like some part of it back, then like almost everybody, old and new players, will flock to the game to see what the game was like and to experience old memories. Which begs the question of one, this season is only going to last a month. It's supposed to end like the start of December. So that begs the question, is this season going to be either extended or turned into a full-time game mode? Which I've pulled up a couple of points from both sides. So the argument towards that they would is that the player count is astronomically high at basically all times, and there is more Fortnite content creation, memes, TikToks, YouTube videos. Talk about it in general. I'm telling you, when I went to school this last week, there has been more talk about Fortnite and getting dubs and like getting funny plays. I've been playing with my friends as well and alone, which I've not been really getting a lot of wins, but it's just like the old days. But just that the magic, the charm that Fortnite's had, that it's lost over the past, I'd say 2 years, it's finally regained it with this new island. And I think that if they get rid of it, that they're throwing a huge opportunity away. The second thing is that like it's kind of, they say that they wouldn't be able to market as much as they would because they have the old item shop now, the old small item shops, which I don't know a single person that really cares about the item shop being like as small as it is. More importantly, they could just change it to, if it's the old background, I don't care. Make it as big as you want. In fact, I kind of like the big item shops, even if it is kind of repetitive. Like, it's like literally 25 things in a shop. That's kind of over pushing it, in my opinion. But if you need to make that money, then go right ahead. You can do whatever you want, and I feel like everyone's pushing that But that was one of their things, is that they didn't want to do this, is because their profits plummeted because their shop is lower. But then just open the shop, make the shop bigger again. We really don't care. Another thing is that they can just make it a separate game mode and then rotate it through the different seasons, whether it be starting at like season 2 through X, and then they can do it for the previous chapters, like chapter 2, or just do chapter 1, because in my opinion and everyone's opinion, that this is honestly the best chapter of the game, and it's prime time in general, and the best island in general, in my opinion. As much as people may like water physics or specific parts of the newer islands, it's no secret that this island is iconic and people have memorized it. I mean, I've memorized it. The day I dropped back onto the island, I still remember every single chest location on certain places, like on Salty, Viking Village, Tilted, Basketball Court. I still know all the chest spawns after, 3 years of not being on the map, and I think that's good evidence of that. This map is absolutely iconic. So the fact that if they're just going to take that away from us after a month, I don't know, man. Something I predict they'll do if they don't have it be permanent is that they'll bring it back occasionally for a month, like in this small OG season style stuff, with different seasons and islands, as in like the chapter 2 island or the chapter 3 island, but that'll be probably a long time from now. Like, I'm talking like 3 or 4 years in the future, even if anyone wants that. So if they do take it away, I guarantee that they're going to do it again because of just the fluctuation of players that came back to the game. I think the biggest argument that it's going to stay is the fact that Zero Build, when it was introduced, was supposed to be just a limited time thing. After the incredible response to it, Fortnite just made it a permanent thing. So that begs the question of can't you just do that for the OG map? Just put it off to the side and then do whatever you want for the newer map. Which I think that has kind of a counter. I'm kind of in the middle in all of this. I do want it to stay, but I still do see the points that it won't stay, but I really want it to stay because I love this island and I love the memories I made on it, and I love the geometry of it in general as well. But if they keep this island, even if it's a separate game mode, you'll have 2 islands at the same time, one in chapter 1 and the other one in chapter 5. So if they make this new island and people are still focused on the past and probably are always going to be focused on the old island, then they'll probably be discouraged of making new stuff. Like the chapter 5 island was leaked, I think, a couple days ago, and it looks like, a new Fortnite island. It looks like dog shit in my opinion. With this old island always being here in the background, it'll probably discourage Epic from trying new stuff because they'll always think that people are always going to be on the old island, which probably isn't going to be the case, but it's going to be their focus in my opinion. Why focus on such an old thing when you want to innovate and make new stuff? But I don't know if Epic is running out of steam or running out of ideas. That's another point, is that they did this because they're running out of ideas. If you didn't notice, the last couple seasons, the Wild season and the Last Resort season, that the Last Resort was basically Chapter 2, Season 2, the top secret. And then the Wild season was like Season 8. It's just recurring themes now. It's kind of a stretch to say, but it's similar battle passes and similar POIs and shit. I hate to say that they might not keep it permanently just because they don't want to be looking back all the time, but they always want to be looking forward. They have a disdain for this map, I think, in general, because it was only made in 2 months. I think back when the Chapter 2 map first came out, they said, well, we only made this map in 2 months, and it didn't come to our standards of what we wanted to do. They wanted to implement swimming, they wanted to implement dragging people around different terrain, but I don't really remember anything about the Chapter 2 map. The Chapter 1 map is still absolutely iconic to every single player that's played Fortnite, man. I may or may not release a video with just some Fortnite moments. Maybe I recorded my first ever drop onto the map with commentary. I may or may not upload that with some moments with my friends that I've recorded so far, but other than that, I think that's about it. I hope that this stays so much regardless if it'll be practical or not. I guess we'll have to see. Even if it's not going to stay, I'm recording every single game I play, and I'm not taking this for granted whatsoever, and I'm playing, and I'm having as good of a time as I can, and then, trust me, I am having a great time anyway. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.